Gabby, the happy holiday girl. Who says you have to wait until certain times of the year to get to celebrate? When every day's a holiday, we can combat stress and have more opportunities to have fun with our friends and family. Come, celebrate with me, and together we can live a holiday life. Hey, what's good with you holiday lifers? It's the happy holiday girl, Gabby, and today is X-Ray Day. Now, most of you are probably thinking, girl, do you not have anything better to do with your time than tell us about X-rays? And the answer would be no. Have you not understood who I am yet and what the purpose of this podcast is? Hello, people. We're celebrating all the holidays, even the most random ones. But today, I think I have a real treat for you guys. You'd think that X-Ray Day would be super boring, but I've got some superhero facts and fun trivia for you that'll make you wanting more. So stay tuned. As an accidental discovery in 1895, German scientist and professor of physics Wilhelm Roentgen first discovered X-rays while trying to determine if cathode rays could pass through glass. ColumbiaSurgery.org says that his cathode tube was covered in heavy black paper, so he was surprised when an incandescent green light nevertheless escaped and projected onto a nearby fluorescent screen. Through experimentation, he found that the mysterious light would pass through most substances but leave shadows of solid objects. Because he did not know what the rays were, he called them X, meaning unknown rays. Roentgen's mysterious rays exploded in popularity and uses. The media went nuts, and all different speculations and uses for the technology circulated around the world. Before the risks and safety hazards of using X-rays were known, ColumbiaSurgery.org says that the early use of X-rays was widespread and unrestrained, even to the degree that during the 1930s and 1940s, shoe stores offered free X-rays so that customers could see the bones in their feet. It wasn't until the 1950s that American shoe companies considered X-raying people's feet as potentially dangerous and stopped the practice. Actually, when it came to testing out the technology, the Non-Destructive Testing, or NDT Resource Center website says one of Roentgen's first experiments, late in 1895, was a film of the hand of his wife, Bertha. It goes on to say that in June of 1896, only 6 months after Roentgen announced his discovery, X-rays were being used by battlefield physicians to locate bullets in wounded soldiers. Accolades for this discovery came from all around the world. He had changed the world of medicine and science so much that he won the first Nobel Prize in Physics in 1901. And what's amazing and slightly unthinkable is that Roentgen didn't try to patent his discovery, one that would have brought him and his descendants undoubtedly billions of dollars. He reportedly stayed modest about his discovery and gave it to the world. And boy, did we run with it. Fascination about X-rays was so much a part of our culture at the time that a product called X-ray specs was being produced left and right with the slogan, "See the bones in your hand? See through clothes." Wikipedia.org says that some versions of the advertisement featured an illustration of a young man using the X-ray specs to examine the bones in his hand while a voluptuous woman stood in the background, as though awaiting her turn to be X-rayed. Things with such racy advertising like that would definitely be a lawsuit waiting to happen today. Now, obviously the spectacles weren't real, you couldn't see through people's clothes. X-rays became so popular that even superhero comics had to jump on the bandwagon. The most popular superhero in America with the powers of X-ray vision is Superman. Superheroes.fandom.com says that though Superman is the most iconic superhero with this power, the first major comic hero with X-ray vision was Olga Mesmer in the pulp magazine comic strip Spicy Mysteries. Olga, a half-alien living on Earth, uses her X-ray eyes to fight crime. Superman used his X-ray powers for the first time in 1939 in Action Comics number 11. Later, this power would become the reason that Superman did not join World War II, as Superman tried to enlist in the military as Clark Kent, only to accidentally use his X-ray vision during the eye test and to read the eye chart in the room over. Superman did use his powers in a racy way once, however. Superheroes.fandom.com goes on to say that later in the film Superman, the title character reveals that his power allowed him to know the color of a lady's underwear. Talk about taking superpowers a bit too far, Superman. But apparently, even X-ray vision for superheroes has its limitations. Superheroes.fandom.com continues to say that sometimes there are objects that cannot be seen through, In the case of Superman, his X-ray vision cannot see through lead. However, this can also be used to an advantage. In one instance, the Joker plotted to use coffins lined with lead to hide bombs from Superman. But Superman was able to identify which coffins contained bombs by checking which he couldn't see through. So, whether used for medicine, for novelty toys, or just pure comic book enjoyment, X-rays have influenced so much of our world, and that's why we celebrate them today. And now it's time for our activity of the day. Halloween wasn't that long ago. If your kids happen to have Superman costumes, get them dressed up again and watch a Superman movie. It's fun to pretend to have powers, and watching movies together is always a good time. You can even play a fun game of X-ray vision, where you place an object in a box and describe the item to your kids. Use as much creative details as you can describing the object. Whoever can draw the object the best using X-ray vision can win a fun treat. So, what do you think? Do X-rays save the day? Head on over to happyholidaylife.com to leave me a voice message of how you celebrated today. You might hear yourself on a future episode. When you're there, you'll also have the opportunity to join Club Holiday. There you can sign up to receive a free monthly calendar full of fun activities for every day. If you like my podcast, please be sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcast from. You can follow me on social media by using @AHolidayLife on Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest, and @TheHappyHolidayLife on Instagram. Keep celebrating the holidays, stay safe, and live a holiday life. I'll talk to you tomorrow.